Hey guys, how's it going? It's Jewel and Reet here,
Hello.
and this is The Quarantine Life, episode number 41.
Yes, so we've been going live every single day at 6 p.m. PST ever since this whole quarantine thing started because we just wanted to be there for you guys. Like, it was such a crazy time. I remember back to that first week when there was just so much uncertainty, and we just wanted to do something different. We said, what can we do for our audience that will show them that we're here for them? So we started The Quarantine Life with that intention to show up for you guys, to answer any questions that you have, and to just hang out with you. Honestly, it's been so fun. It's been it's been such an eclectic combination of topics that we've come across, and we just really enjoy it. So happy to be here, and let's say hello to everybody.
I'm actually going to move this closer because I remember yesterday I was easily able to go and touch the screen.
Sure, yeah.
Remember?
I see
was,
Liat
like,
is in the
totally-
house.
Ooh.
Hello, Liat. Nice to see you on here.
Okay, there we go. Now I can reach it.
I have
Yes.
glittery eyes.
So you guys can see that we are doing this setup again. I actually enjoyed just sitting on the couch here, a little more casual. It was another hot day again today. I think it was like 27 degrees. It just went from like 0 to 60 real fast here.
Yeah, and I saw like Roland took a photo of this
There's
crazy snow that's happening over there. It's just, it's so different.
It's weird because it's like, it's May.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's just say hello. I saw some comments come in.
And then, hello Linda, how are you?
Linda, hello.
What are you up to today? Jojo, hi Jojo.
Hi Jojo. And
Comedia. Hey,
Welcome,
where are you
welcome.
watching from? And Lenny says less sun there. Yes, there's less sun today, which is thumbs up right now because
we're not as blasted today as we were yesterday. It was really bright, but it was still very hot.
Earlier today was really hot. Like it was, we had to open all the windows, have a fan circulation going, and we were trying to tunnel in the wind here to create some movement in the air. And then Liat says it was very chilly here. Winter jackets were back out. Wow.
Very different.
That's crazy. Yeah, Roland posted a photo of like some snow because you guys are relatively close to each other, like less than 2 hours away. So that's really crazy that it doesn't usually snow in May in Ontario, right? In Toronto?
Yeah, that doesn't seem normal.
But it just, the weather just like cranked it in the last couple of days. So it's been, I usually need time to acclimate to the new weather. I'm not the best in really hot weather, and I'm very easily prone to like headaches and things like that.
I saw Comedia says you're from Morocco. Welcome, that's so cool.
Nice.
You're watching from Morocco, and thank you for the compliment. Lenny says, at what time of the day the sun goes down there?
It varies.
I think like maybe between 8 and 9, I would say.
Right now.
Right now. But so yeah, we have it being daylight and bright here for a good chunk of the day, unless it's super cloudy, which happens quite often here in Vancouver, not gonna lie. But these past few days, it's 27 degrees Celsius. I'm not sure what that is in Fahrenheit, but it's quite hot.
Linda says it's 88 Fahrenheit. Let me see what that is
in Florida.
In conversion for us, because we do weather temperature a little different.
And Liat says, yeah, try waiting outside on a lineup to get groceries. Yeah, that probably would have been quite brutal, especially with the masks and stuff.
That's hot. 88 Fahrenheit to
31 degrees.
For us, degrees Celsius is, it's backwards, but basically it's 31 degrees Celsius, which would be very hot for us. We don't usually get in that temperature here.
Yeah, it's I wouldn't say rare, but it's just very, maybe
it's a handful.
Handful of days
in the year.
Yeah.
You could probably, less than 10 for sure. For sure.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, in the lower mainland Vancouver. If you're
Yeah.
talking about other places in BC, then it gets way hot over there, but here in Vancouver.
Yeah.
Lenny said very long days. Yeah, that's usually how it goes now that we're heading into the summer season.
6 to 6:30 is
It's
dark
dark.
here.
Oh,
All
wow.
right. Interesting. Yeah, I guess it's different.
Different parts of the world.
Yeah, yeah. We usually are off traveling during these months, or I mean, even earlier in the year.
Yeah.
We had plans to go traveling, as we usually do, and it just obviously, considering what happened, we've just been staying here and just, you know.
I don't think we can actually even travel, like take a plane or anything.
It's
like
essential travel, yeah. I think still essential travel is what's happening right now.
Linda says, haha, it was cool today. Are you serious? If it was 31 here, we would be melting right now. It would be, that's really hot. Like for us. I guess that's normal over there. What is it like, what's a good hot day over there? And I guess if you what is your
What do you consider to be
consideration
hot?
of
Yeah.
feeling it? What do you feel is hot?
That's definitely hot for us.
You're in Florida, and I remember, yeah, every time we've been to Florida, usually go to Miami, South Beach area, it's really hot. It's always so flaming over there.
Because we get the ocean air, right? The breeze here is quite cool. So it cools the city down. Again, I'm talking about lower mainland, not up north or interior BC.
Yeah.
So yeah, it doesn't get as crazy. 31 would be really hot here.
That's a scorcher. That's when like people, like when it gets that hot, everyone's like outside at the beach, or and everyone's dying. Everyone's going to McDonald's to get ice creams, and then usually they say they run out or the machine's broken or something like that. I remember when I used to work at McDonald's when I was younger, and it would get hot. It's just the lineups of people just wanting a cone or a McFlurry or some sort of milkshake, and the demand would often be too much because we often get these, all of a sudden it's so hot, and then people are just wanting all these cold beverages and desserts and stuff, and all the time, every time, it would be too much for the machine that we would either run out or something would malfunction, or we didn't put the cream soon enough for it to freeze. Because once you put the cream in, like, you always have to make sure that you have a certain amount, otherwise then it doesn't flow very well. And even like yesterday when you were grabbing like Tim Hortons, the machine was being cleaned.
Yeah. Went to venture out for an ice cap, but the machine was closed for some reason or out of order. I don't know, but we ended up going to a different location, so that worked out.
Linda says, yeah, Jojo says, wow, that's hot. That really is. And then Linda says, typically it's the low 90s this time of year.
Wow.
But hot is 95. Let me just punch that into the weather calculator
80
here.
was 31, then
Let's see, 95.
95 would be
35.
Yeah,
Whoa.
mid-30s.
That's crazy. I don't remember a time where it would ever get to 35. When we were in Israel in October, that was scorching hot. That was like desert hot. And
yeah, that's a different
dry.
kind. It's like a dry heat.
Yeah, it was totally dry. And I remember we were at the Dead Sea on one of the first day or so, right? Was it the first day?
It was, one of the first outings, yeah.
Yeah, and we went to the Dead Sea, which is like the lowest point in Israel. And it was
elevation-wise
totally scorched, and the Dead Sea, it's not like a refreshing water. It's the Dead Sea is more like hot oil, and it's really salty. And I remember going into it, and it's not refreshing. It's not refreshing, but great for the skin. Man, the skin was totally smooth after that. Let's see here. Linda said, I used to live in Niagara Falls, New York, but
cool.
it's winter 9 months out of the year. Now we are used to the heat. Whoa, crazy. I remember we went to that, like, so we usually visit the Canadian side of Niagara Falls, and then we crossed over to the US side to check it out and stuff. So I guess that's the area that you lived in.
Today I was busy setting up for a talk that we're going to be giving. It's actually the same networking group as we gave a presentation about YouTube last time. It's the Vancouver Business Network, and we gave the presentation, or I gave the presentation in person. This was last year. Can't remember
Was
when
it?
exactly. November, I think. Yes, in November. And so they've had to move everything online, right? So now they're doing these meetups over Zoom. The network is meeting up over Zoom, and so we were asked to speak again. So this time it's going to be June 9th, and it's going to be, we're going to talk.
Is it live or no?
It's the same kind of idea where it's like a meetup and people can attend. I'm not sure
If it's live?
I'm not sure if it's like a paid thing, because the actual physical meetups were paid. I still don't know for sure.
If they're online. Let me check actually.
So yeah, they've moved the entire meetup though online on Zoom, and we're speaking this time specifically on the topic of money and monetizing YouTube. So not just to do with monetization in terms of ad revenue, but the other ways, and diving deep into the other ways of how you can monetize a small channel, whether you're approved for ads or not. So I was just kind of setting up the outline for it because I have to get that information to the event organizer, Roger, who's going to be promoting it.
Oh, it's free.
Awesome.
The online
Very
events
cool.
are free.
Yeah, so once I
Once we
I have
figure
to
it out.
send that information over to him, so once he posts it up, then I can share the link with you guys. And yeah, I highly recommend you attending. It's going to be awesome. There's not just our talk, but they do a bunch of other little activities, like what they call idea parties. And idea parties is basically where they'll ask anybody if they're having a challenge in their business, and they'll take on a few volunteers, and that person will tell everybody the challenge that they're having. It could be anything in their business, and then the entire room, or whoever's in attendance on the Zoom, I guess, will chip in and propose solutions. And it's just really cool, because we've experienced that in person in these meetups, and it's just so helpful to get all of these different perspectives. That's why it's called an idea party. These different perspectives from different business owners on how to tackle that one challenge. So there's going to be that on the Zoom, and
yeah, there's
I haven't actually been to the Zoom version of the meetup yet,
but I can see it right now. So they have 200 spots free, because I guess that's how many capacity that Zoom can hold. And then it says here the Zoom link, and then the password to get in, and then I think it's live. I'm guessing it is live. And he's going to be conducting the meeting. That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
he's going to be conducting
awesome.
it that way.
Yeah, it's so cool. Like, I was thinking when he would take that online, because the meetup itself in person is pretty cool how they've structured it. It's not just a typical networking meeting. It's you get more value out of it. So they always have one guest speaker at the meeting, and then they always have the idea parties happening. They have networking, obviously, a little bit here and there. I don't know how that's gonna work on Zoom yet, but
wait, let me check the itinerary.
But yeah, we just wanted to let you guys know about that, and once we have the link with more details, we'd be happy to share that with you.
Oh, so they've I think they've condensed it a bit, because there's no like.
It's an hour shorter.
Yeah, because there's no like networking. I mean, you can chat
They do networking tips. They do a little bit on tips for networking.
Cool.
Yeah.
So we'll share the link and stuff for that, and we're gonna do like a whole. It is a legit presentation,
deep dive.
deep dive, and we will be breaking it down the methods of making money on YouTube, both methods that we are currently doing and other methods that other people are doing, because I do know of those other methods.
Yeah.
But we don't do all of them, obviously, because they all don't, I mean, we can't, well, we can, but it's like, for instance, like merch, like we're not heavily into that.
Yeah, it's
whereas
where you
a lot
choose
of
your focus.
Yeah, a lot of other channels do heavily promote merch, and they even have like consistent drops of new clothing lines, like new designs.
Mm-hmm.
They'll do it for seasons, and once that thing of clothing sells out, then they move on to the new design. They don't like keep it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, they're like seasons of clothing, kind of like clothing stores, how they do it at the mall.
Yeah.
They always change up the front design in the store.
Yeah, so we're excited to actually be able to invite you to this, because this is typically a local networking meetup here. So
in Vancouver.
We get to invite you guys to this talk, which is awesome. So yeah, we'll definitely share that with you. Saw some comments come in.
Linda said, cool brainstorming. Yeah, I mean, people get a lot of ideas out of it. And even just by listening, I get a lot of ideas when other people are saying stuff, and I'm just there. I'm not necessarily asking a question or necessarily contributing. And I just get ideas from other people just saying stuff in the room.
And not just ideas too, but opportunities can come out of the idea parties themselves. Because to give you an example, we're speaking to a college as well later, I think in June as well, towards the end of June. And that opportunity came out of this meetup.
From someone had a question.
The way that it happened was this lady, she's actually a fine art photographer. She's amazingly talented, but she also teaches photography classes at this college, so she's a professor. And she came to this networking group, and her challenge, she went up during the idea party and was like, where can I find, I'm looking for, experts in different social media marketing avenues to come to my class and speak to my students who are photographers learning to use social media platforms to market their work. And, a bunch of people, gave their own recommendations, and I put my hand up and I'm like, I'd be happy to speak to your class. We know a lot about YouTube, if that's something that you'd be interested in, and that's how that whole thing came about. So there are definitely also places for opportunity. Like if someone's having a challenge and you have something to offer that can provide value to solve that challenge or add value to that challenge, then that's your opportunity. So a lot of cool things can come out of just being there, just whether it's learning something new, or you never know.
You really never know. And even I find there's tons of opportunities online on Facebook. I was mentioning this to another coaching client, but I'm a part of a bunch of Facebook groups, and there's opportunities all the time to interject yourself, either for free promotion or to legitimately help someone, or to ask help from other people. And there are a lot of Facebook groups that offer that kind of thing. And for example, whenever I see like a Facebook group and they're like, share your side hustle, I immediately use that as an opportunity to share our YouTube channel. And I'll say I don't just put the link and not say anything. I usually say a line like, our side hustle started off as doing tutorials on YouTube. Now we make a full-time living with YouTube, and then I put our link. And then it gets people, because people have commented and been like, I've subscribed, I love your channel. And like, there's ways to promote yourself without being too promote-y. Like there's there's these opportunities all the time online. And I mean, it's not hard. You just need to post your link and stuff and say a quick liner, and you get these links out, and you never really know who's going to be looking at it. Like when you put yourself out there, you never know who's going to ask you to be interviewed, like with the TubeBuddy thing. Yeah. That was like, we've looked up to TubeBuddy for years, and we didn't even really know if they knew us. But when we were in this Facebook group, I don't know exactly how it came about where they decided to ask us to be on the interview, but I know that some people from TubeBuddy had seen us in this Facebook group, and then they reached out after some likes and some posts and whatever, and then they reached out to us. So you never really know what could happen, and there's so many cool opportunities. And one of these days I need to do a YouTube video where I make a list of all like the things that you would have never imagined that would have happened from our channel. I want to make a list and do a video of that, and just list it out, because you never really
There's
know.
so many cool things.
Like that whole thing where you interviewed Danielle Laporte, that
Yes.
was a Ripley's Believe It or Not, you know?
Yeah, you just have to, just keep putting yourself out there, keep communicating your passion, what you love, and sharing it with other people. And if they share that same passion, or they, they admire what you're doing, that's how people connect. And that's when people connect, amazing things come out of that. Amazing projects, opportunities, partnerships. I find it's really interesting, because I find during the days when I was actually trying to force these things to happen,
These
meaning
conversations.
to force certain partnerships to happen, or when I wanted something so bad, I would try to make it happen by actively seeking it out. And it's good to the extent that you're putting that energy out there and people know that's what you want, but at the same time, it somehow creates
Goes
resistance.
against, yeah.
Yeah. So it's easier this way. It's more seamless this way to just, continue putting yourself out there, knowing what you want at the same time, but not trying too hard to force opportunities like this to happen.
And also, I found that, because we used to try and I don't want to say force these conversations to happen, but like
not in such
let's just say we would like say hello to every single person in the chats. Remember, we would like try and start up these like
or even
organic conversations, but now now we kind of let our work speak for itself. And a lot of the times, and I learned this from a YouTuber, Casey Neistat. He said he used to do the same thing. He's now like a videographer, major YouTuber, influencer, that type of thing, but he didn't start off that way. And he would always try and force it and be like, hire me to do your video work, hire me. And then it wasn't really working out very well, and he realized, as he went into his career, that you need to let your work speak for yourself, but at the same time promoting your work, but not, it's hard to explain.
Not salesy.
Yeah, so he would be putting out all his stuff, putting his videos up, and then naturally, like companies like Nike and like really big Mercedes and all them, they reached out to him because first of all, he was creating these videos for himself. Like he was just doing these really cool, different kind of promotional videos, things that he cared about, just for himself. Nobody paid him to do it. And then by putting that out there, it was a form of marketing. And then now he's like, you want to get it to the point where people chase after you. People ask you, and it just makes it a lot easier, he said. He said he prefers it that way. And when he was doing that talk in a YouTube video, I totally resonated with that. And I was like, yeah, I want my work to speak for itself, and for the opportunities to come to me, but at the same time still taking the opportunities, like there's a
it's an art.
Yeah.
It very much is an art. It's not something that's black and white, and that's why you kind of have to take everything with a grain of salt. When you're learning something new, don't just think that's the only way to do it. Because it's not. There's so many different ways.
There's not
of
one way
what
to
you
do
want.
something. There's not.
Yeah. I saw JoJo asked you do a lot of speaking engagements, and actually it's been increasing more so in this past year that we've been doing a lot.
If we didn't have this whole pandemic or whatever, we probably would have done a lot more.
Yeah, we did have a few lined up
like a
before
physical
the lockdown.
Yeah, we were supposed to be flown out to Kananaskis, Alberta at this ski resort lodge. There was a big conference that was going to be there 400 plus people. It was the economic something.
Economic Developers of
EDC.
Alberta. Yeah.
EDC. And yeah, we were supposed to do a talk on YouTube there. And like we were supposed to do it it was like March 31st, April 1st, April 2nd, April 3rd. But then March 16th was when like it was like closed.
Yeah.
Everything is closed.
Yeah, we were hesitant to book a flight, and good thing that we didn't.
Yeah, because it was just like,
Yeah.
it was like, is this gonna be getting worse? Is this what's happening? And I was like, I was really hesitating. For some reason, my gut told me, don't buy the tickets, don't buy the tickets, don't buy the tickets.
Yeah.
And then, luckily, because it was like less than 2 weeks before we were leaving, and we still didn't have tickets because I felt like something was gonna happen. And then luckily the organizer was like, did you buy tickets yet? And we're like, no. And then she's like, okay, don't, because we're being forced to cancel.
Yeah. Yeah, I really enjoy it. I love doing the speaking engagements. It's not something that we had on our list to be able, like a goal that, you know, I want to speak to a room full of people. Like, I know a lot of people have that goal. I would love to improve my speaking skills. That's what I would love to do. And whether that's talking on video, talking to a room full of people in person, I think speaking, or just one-on-one with someone, I think speaking skills could come in handy in any of those situations. And, you know, it's something that's really cool. It's been happening this past year for us, getting all these opportunities to speak and share our knowledge with more people.
It's funny because this was like the complete opposite of what anything that I wanted to happen. Like growing up, I was super shy. I didn't want to raise my hand. Like I hated being picked on. I didn't want to say any answers out in the class and stuff.
Do you have my phone over there? I just want to make sure the comments are coming through.
They are coming through.
Okay, I see the lag, yeah.
Oh, there's a lag.
Oh, okay. I saw Lenny say hello, and I thought we missed a question of some sort, but okay.
No,
Carry on.
because Product Patrol said hello.
Yeah, carry on.
But anyways, what was I saying? Oh yeah, like this was like what I'm doing now is the complete opposite of what I was when I was a kid. I was completely shy. Always, you know, didn't want to be noticed in the back there, especially with academics. Like I was, because I didn't think I was smart, it was like very difficult for me. So for me now to be teaching, I consider myself, you know, a teacher now, and to be invited to speak, and because I used to have like really major like anxiety to even read out loud in class. So it's just, you never know where things are gonna lead. And
Yeah.
I remember the first time we were asked to do a podcast. We were asked, remember, by Justin Gilson.
Mm-hmm.
That was our first sort of thing.
Yeah, that was a while ago.
And
that
it
was
was
years
a
ago.
podcast, and obviously on podcast, it's just audio. You don't even get seen. And I remember I was so nervous for that. And ever since then, you know, people have asked us to, I call it performing, when we get asked to speak and stuff.
It is.
Asked us to perform, and it's like, it's become easier and easier and more natural. It's like when you really love what you're talking about, when you do it every day, like when you
film a video,
Yeah.
you're performing, right? When you are doing what you love, you are performing, whether that's singing or painting or speaking on video or speaking in person. It's just we are all performers. We just have different modes of art that we perform in.
RG Titan says, hello everyone, happy
Hi,
episode
RG.
number 41.
I know. How did we get here? Episode 41.
I know. Before we forget and before people drop off, tomorrow is Mother's Day, so we will be visiting our mothers, and we're going to take a break. So episode 42 will resume on Monday.
Yes.
So yeah, we're taking a Mother's Day break because it's going to be hard to get back in time, and just don't want to be pressured to be like, oh, sorry, Mom, gotta leave. I gotta do my live stream. Happy Mother's Day. So yeah, we just want to just hang out with them and stuff. And just I don't even know what I'm getting my mom yet. But I think you got
I got
flowers?
yeah, I already got her flowers, but I also want to bring something else as well tomorrow. Yeah, so keep in mind tomorrow there is no live stream. However, we will resume on Monday for episode 42 of the
Yeah.
Quarantine Life.
Oh, well, I'll be, you'll be going for a walk with your mom,
Yes.
and I'll be doing a Filipino barbecue with my
nice.
mom. Well, and my dad as well.
You'll have
He's there.
Will you have lumpia there?
No, not
Oh.
lumpia. I think it's just like a barbecue type with some other types of food. I don't really know.
Palabok?
No, that's something that you don't really
I know all
make.
the Filipino foods
You have
from
to
her.
order it.
They're really good too.
Roland's in the house. Roland said,
Hi,
ooh,
Roland.
mixing it up in the living room. Hi, just
Yes.
got back from groceries and putting them away. Yes, we are mixing it up. I enjoyed this format. It's not, it's just the phone, so.
Especially because it's really hot in the other room. That was a huge factor that led us here. But we're not streaming to Facebook and YouTube on here.
Right now
we're
it's
not
just
on
YouTube.
StreamYard. Yeah, so we're just on YouTube, and yeah, it's nice to be out here in more open space.
And I
where
guess,
it's a lot
yeah, you
cooler.
could say mixing it up, the location.
Yeah, remember that one day when we switched seats? That was mixing it up.
And then we did one in the car, and then there was a drive-through, and then we lost connection.
Yeah, we took you guys with us to the drive-through.
That was episode 33. That's the lost files of episode 33. That's gone.
The lost files. Oh, I like that.
That
yeah.
It's gone. Like we had to delete it because
it will never be seen.
there was a glitch while going live, and
Yeah.
it never ended the live. It still said live like more than 24 hours later.
Yeah.
And I think it would
But
just
you
continue.
guys got the special episode, the secret special episode.
Oh, do one with the mothers. My mom on camera.
My mom will not want to do that.
Yeah, your mom doesn't want to be on camera.
No.
When my mom goes on camera and I put the camera in her face, she thinks it's a photo all the time. So I'll be like filming her with the camera, and I'll say hi to the people, Mom, and she'll be like, oh, hi everybody, and then she'll just
be frozen.
I'm like, it's a video, you can move. Oh, hi. And then she'll just do that. So my dad he usually likes the camera. But yeah, no, I'll just keep it as a break.
Yeah.
My
Don't worry,
my
we'll be
parents
back.
are in the vlogs. I have vlogged with my parents in the shop before. And then
Comedia says, if I had a teacher kind and smiling like yours, I would be working with NASA right now.
Jojo says, yes, you are a teacher, a very good teacher. Yeah, it's thank you. I appreciate that. It means a lot. It means a lot that I can actually say that I am a teacher, because I had a hard time learning, and I think I had some sort of learning disability, because even to this day, I notice that's why I don't do much typing and writing, because the way I think that I'm writing it down, but then oftentimes I need to read it at least 2 or 3 times, and then there's words missing, and I don't get it. And I know I must have, I don't know what it is. I've never gotten tested for that kind of thing for learning, but I know that there's something happening, because when I write things down, little words, I'll miss them. They're it's not spelling. It's like the actual word is not there, but when I'm thinking, when I'm writing, I feel like I've already written it, but I haven't. I don't know what that is, but
it's funny. We've met so many really, really successful people
that have like
that
dyslexia
have
or
issues,
something. Yeah.
Or spelling. They do, like, you get their books and there's like so many spelling mistakes, and
It's not necessary.
that really taught me that, just ease up on trying to be perfect, because that's me, is like I'm always trying to make everything perfect, and it just causes added stress on you. So that's something that I'm always working on improving, and it's just unnecessary.
And it's okay. Like, I don't really, that's why I do video. I just work with my strengths.
Yeah.
And usually edits whatever I'm writing.
I was like, I don't edit any of the videos.
No,
Yeah,
like
edit the writing, yeah.
Roland says, I sent you the video, Jewel, but the Camtasia trick actually worked today. That's so interesting. Like,
What did you do
I remember,
differently?
yeah, I remember you were saying it was not working, the eyedropper wasn't working, and then now it worked. I actually did see the video, and I think my only critique would be that, because you're plowing something, you're driving like some sort of tractor through the words, I mean behind the words, you can see you through the words. At first it was hard to see you, so I would either enlarge you or enlarge the text so it can be more clear, like just play around with the sizing. But other than that, it was really cool. Like you added music, there was you in the background of the text, and you chose a crazy text. That was really cool. So I can't show it on the phone because it's on my messages, but I'll show you later.
Yeah, or let me know when it's released so I can actually see it on your YouTube channel.
RG Titan says, where can we buy the quarantine life merch shirts?
Oh God, you guys are...
You're giving Arit all these t-shirt design ideas.
Yeah, no, it's good, it's good. I've gotten a lot of feedback from you, from different, from a few of you, for different merch on our Teespring that we need to add very soon. So don't worry, coming soon. If there was a trailer for merch, it would pop up right now.
Roland says you don't have to know how to do everything. Yes, that's true. That's true. And I realized that after school. Like I realized that way later, because during school I was always taught, you need to fix this, Jewel. You need to fix that issue that you have with reading and writing. It's going to hold you back and all this kind of stuff that was said to me, you know, from adults, teachers that were growing up. It was crazy. Like I was in ESL, but I was like, I'm a Canadian. Like I was born in Canada. I know how to speak English, but like they put me in ESL class because like I couldn't write properly. It's definitely not as bad now. It's funny in terms of like the actual sentences, that's where the issues are. But when I was growing up, like spelling, you know, you have your spelling bees and spelling tests or whatever. Like I would always ace those. Like I would always get perfect because my dad used to sit with me. And
spelling bees, I've never been or seen a spelling bee in person. Like that never happened in any of the schools that I went to. Maybe that's more of a thing that happens in the States. I don't know.
It was just like an out loud, like it was just like a classroom thing.
Oh no, but I'm talking about like those competitions. Like that's a spelling bee where they have like outright competitions of spelling.
Oh no, I wasn't
and
in
these
like
kids know how to spell words that I couldn't even
yeah.
spell.
I wasn't in a formal competition, just like a classroom participation thing.
Yeah.
Lenny, the sun is coming out now here for you. Lenny says third time. Yeah, it was the third time I think we were asking about that whole Camtasia text thing. But yeah, it looked really cool, Roland. Awesome.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Thank you. Lenny says you're doing great. Thank you. And probably to you as well.
Doing great with what?
That was probably more directed towards you, but I said thank you.
I know, I was like, what? Oh. Oh yeah, I realized later on that like you really don't need to be perfect. You need to just work with your strengths.
Yeah.
And so that's why I connected so well with YouTube when I first found it. Even before I started filming videos, I just really liked the concept of YouTube. And even though I was really scared and shy to do that, like to even get on camera, I knew that it was gonna be something that in the long run I was gonna enjoy. And so, you know, I put myself through all that stress of filming and all that, but I'm glad I did because I think I felt like connected to YouTube and wanting to start a channel and putting out videos and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Roland says, yes, it's a thing a bunch of us have going on at YouTube. It's called
Shed Wars?
Hashtag Shed Wars. But it's about gardening and growing your own food. We actually have some big sponsors on board. That's awesome.
Whoa.
Amazing.
That's crazy.
Roland also says there are 2 teams and we are battling it out until October. So I made that intro. Very cool. I can't
We
wait
are
to see
battling it out in October. Whoa, that's
Shed Wars.
crazy.
That's really
Shed
cool.
Wars, so you are competing to grow like the best crops? The best crop yielding?
Very cool.
That's awesome. And then 2 suns in front of me. By the way, I'm always wondering how I can make a custom overlay background with only shapes. A custom overlay with only shapes. I need a little bit more description on that.
Like, are you, so you're wanting to overlay video footage,
in
but with
shapes?
a custom, with custom shapes, like, I don't know, a star or something, circles, is that what you mean?
And you want the video to show inside?
Let us know.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, if you ever leave a comment on my Camtasia videos and you're saying something about Camtasia, be as descriptive as possible, because usually people ask me questions and oftentimes I need to like ask them follow-up questions to get more of a feel for what it actually is. Oh, no, you just tap.
Yeah, we're gonna like split the background. Okay.
Split the background.
I'm just reading your previous
Yeah, I'm
comment
trying to
too. Hold on.
Split
Custom
the
overlay.
background.
I'm still not understanding. Sorry. Can you maybe try or does anyone else understand what Comedia is asking? If so, please clarify. Or Comedia, can you please clarify? We'd love to be able to help you. Lenny says, Arit, have you received requests for Zoom backgrounds? That seems to be a thing now. Actually, no, I haven't. Yeah, to custom design Zoom backgrounds, I haven't yet. But
Maybe you should do a video.
it's super easy to do. It just depends on what, like, I think most people have, like, just, they like to put a plain image in the background. But if you want something custom branded with your own logo, brand colors, that kind of thing, that's definitely something that's doable that I could do. But I haven't received any requests for that yet, no. I've been doing a lot of PDFs, lead magnets, a lot of lead magnets on how to deal with coronavirus. That's what came out of this. So, for example, there's
Explain what a lead
there's a
magnet
counseling. Okay, I will. There's a counseling group. I think they're out of Sacramento or something like that, and they wanted to create this lead magnet, which is a PDF. Where someone needs to opt in on their website in order to receive this PDF. It's like free value basically, and that's how they grow an email list out of it. So that's what a lead magnet is. And they wanted me to create this PDF guide for moms on how to help their families, particularly their children, deal with coronavirus. So yeah, different stuff like that. It's just been so cool to see how my clients are pivoting, and then I see that kind of new content, I create that new content for them. So yeah, that's what I've been receiving most requests for.
Roland says, it's about gardening and teaching others how to grow food. I'm not sure how the contest will work out. Most food or best gardening info. It's fun thus far. Awesome.
Cool. That's really cool. Love to hear how that develops, Roland.
That's in October. So still got some time. Nice.
Lenny says maybe Comedia means like your StreamYard overlays and graphics on the lives. How to do something like that in Camtasia? I think you'd probably, if that is what you mean, Comedia, you'd need to create something like that custom in Photoshop or in a graphic design platform first, or software, and then bring it into Camtasia, because you can't get all custom like that, like creating custom graphics and stuff. There's only a very limited
you can
amount
use,
that you could do.
You can use their
They
do
templates.
have animated overlays.
Yeah, they have
That you
some
can
things
already
use.
use and customize the text and colors. A lot of people use them for intros and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
and it's like a plug and play. You basically just drag it down to the screen and then change your colors and your text and add logo or pictures to it. So there's that as well.
But I think so there is that resource available to you, but if you mean more custom than that, then that probably needs to be done outside of Camtasia and then brought in as an image, right? As an image
Well,
file.
it depends. You can also create stuff within Camtasia with shapes, and you can, like, I mean, you can, it's like,
It
it's
depends
like
on
a
how
PowerPoint.
custom you want to go,
Yeah.
I guess.
I mean, if you want, like, shading in certain areas, you probably won't get that, but...
Mm-hmm.
Let's see here.
Hello,
hey, Gavin.
Gavin.
And then,
Welcome.
RG Titan says, is TubeBuddy only available as a Chrome extension, or is it available as Firefox and Safari? I believe it's only available as a Chrome extension. Yeah.
Lenny says, join the free Facebook group and share an example of what you're trying to accomplish. Yeah, exactly. We usually have this banner running through on our live streams with our Facebook group link. Is it on the description of this?
No, there's no description.
Okay. So you can go to Facebook and type in Creative Business Success. And Jewel will also share the link as well in the comments. And yeah, post a picture there of what, maybe of something you've seen before that you want to model after. And post your question in there too, and we'd be happy to answer it for you.
Yeah, that's why we created that Facebook group, so that we can do a better deep dive, because it's harder that way.
Roland says, I will check out more of the Camtasia editing tricks you teach to spruce up the Shed Wars videos I do. Yeah, she has a lot of very creative video editing tricks. I'm sure you could do some really cool things. And Brayden just joined us. Hello, Brayden. How are you doing? And let us know what you've been up to today. Right now, we are just working on posting the Facebook group link in the comments. Just because, yeah, so if you have more specific questions like that, where you need to share an image or a video with us, please do post it in the Facebook group. That's what it's there for. It's a resource for you guys.
And your question might help other people as well.
Yeah.
So that's why we always encourage people, please post your question in there so that, you know, we can answer it, but then, you know, maybe other people were thinking about that kind of thing too and would want the answer as well.
Yes. Brayden says, my mattress was delivered and I've been product testing.
Nice.
How's the review gone so far? Let us know. Is it a good test? Which is why I'm late.
No worries.
No problem.
Yeah, just a quick update. So tomorrow is Mother's Day. We will be hanging out with our moms. So we will be taking a break tomorrow from the live stream. Yeah. And then we'll be back on Monday for the Quarantine Life episode number 42.
Yes.
So we're taking a one-day break to hang out with moms.
Yes. And no, we won't bring them on the live stream.
No, they won't.
My mom
they'll just freeze
down for that, and I want to make sure she has a good day.
Lenny says, what mattress you got? Casper?
Or Sealy, Serta, Simmons. I just know that from the commercials.
Yeah. Christine McGee.
Yes, Christine McGee from Sleep Country.
Yeah.
Wow, we're so like, you don't realize how much marketing works on you until you like sing the jingle in your car. You just you automatically know the jingles of these brands.
It's a local brand called Kingsdown.
Cool.
Haven't heard of them.
Awesome.
Cool. Well, I know that some of you just joined, but we are coming up here on 50 minutes, and I think we're going to call it, you know? Yeah, well, like I said, we're going to take a quick break tomorrow, and then we'll be back on Monday.
Yes.
And yeah, who knows what location we'll be in on Monday.
Yes, we'll try to switch it up for you guys again. Add a little element of surprise.
Roland says, has anyone ever tried those rolled up mattresses or rolled up beds? I keep seeing them. Like I keep seeing
No.
them like in their marketing and stuff.
I haven't.
I know that they deliver it to you, so that's pretty cool. It's a local store, White Rock mattress. They were fantastic. The mattress is made in Burnaby. Cool, so that is straight up
Awesome.
local.
Yeah, so that sounds like a success.
Nice. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for watching the Quarantine Life episode number 41. We will be back on Monday, so not tomorrow, but the day after that.
Yes, so have a great rest of the weekend, everybody. Enjoy your Sunday. Celebrate your moms if you can.
Or if you are a mom as well, happy
Yes, we're
Mother's Day
celebrating
to you.
Thank you for everything that you do as a mom. Thank you so much. And yeah, we'll be right back here again on Monday, 6 p.m. PST for Quarantine Life episode number 42.
Bye.
Bye for now. Have a good evening, everyone.